Hugh Burton spent 19 years in prison after being wrongfully convicted of the murder of his mother when he was only 16. He was finally exonerated of all charges a decade after his release in 2009. But during his incarceration, Hugh found hope and solace in music. That's how he met Brian Renard, also known as the rapper Saigon.
I walked into prison as a scared 16-year-old kid who didn't know anything about this kind of life.
Yeah, we were all young. We were
Yeah.
teenagers in maximum security prisons. And you get around certain people and you know this person just don't belong here. It was something about you that just made me realize maybe I don't belong in here either.
Yeah.
I always wanted to ask you this. How did you maintain your sanity?
You know, every time I would go to counselors, it was very discouraging. They would kind of say, you're not really going home. So for me, if they're saying that I'm going to spend the rest of my days here, somehow I have to let the world know that I existed. And I put every effort that I can put into music.
Yeah.
When I became a clerk in the music rooms, I found that they had a disabled double cassette deck. So I took that down to radio, TV repair, had them reassemble the record mechanism. And we started making music. And we send it to the local college stations until somebody finally said, yeah, we want to get in contact with these guys.
And one thing you did, you made those big orange covers because everybody sent in demos to the radio. So he used to be like, how are we going to stand out?
You remember that? Wow.
And it worked.
Yeah. And we kept sending more stuff. And it really started a movement. I was looking at it like artist development right here. Let me have some young guys, get them prepared. So by the time they go home, at least they're polished.
None of us really thought like we'd actually have a shot. So I'm like, why y'all even bothering? But one day you came to me and you broke it down. You was like, bro, man, this gives us hope. This gives us something to do. It gives us something to look forward to.
Yeah. In my mind, I was like, okay, if I'm able to do that, then regardless of what they say at a parole board, I'm living, you know?
And then you started to smuggle in keyboards in the music room. However you were doing that, building the studio, I started to be like, yo, this is real. I'm going to get a chance to go home and pave the way for when these guys get out.
You were 10 times better than we were when we were 16. We all knew that if given an opportunity and shot, you were going to make something. We were going to hear about you. And so when you went home, it was a victory for all of us. We all felt we went home. And the music that we would hear was a beacon of light for those of us that were still inside.
You know, having the experience of getting focused and having discipline, believing in myself, believing in my craft, it made me believe I was good enough to do it on a professional level. I wouldn't have made it to the heights I made it to in my career had I not met you. And I hear your new music and stuff you're working on now. That's real superhero shit to me.
I believe that those of us who've gone through what we've gone through, we don't have the right to exercise mediocrity in anything in life. I have to use the situation in my voice for something. If not, doing all the time, all of the suffering, it would be in vain.
Produced by StoryCorps Studios in partnership with the Innocence Project. Interviews recorded by StoryCorps, a national nonprofit whose mission is to illuminate the humanity and possibility in us all, one story at a time.